What up, fam? Manly Brandon here, and I just got done doing my boxing workout, and I am cooling down and getting ready to do my bike heavy cardio day. I don't super recommend it, but like I said, I'm on a cut, so burn as many calories as possible and whatever. But yeah, so today's topic is sets, reps, weights, and frequency. Now, this is a very confusing topic for beginners. I know it was for me. I never seemed to be able to get it right to where I felt like I was making any real progress. So I started watching like a bunch of fitness YouTubers, and basically I whittled it down to these tenets. And this is actually pretty simple, so this might be a relatively short video. But as with anything, you do what works best for you and what feels good for you. Now, in terms of sets, the recommended sets for any muscle group, arms, back, chest, legs, core, all that. Any of those is 10 to 20 sets per week. So I do 4 sets of each exercise and between 3 and 4 different exercises. So either 12 to 16 sets per week. Now, doing them all at once isn't always ideal. You might want to split those up. But that's just how I do it. Like I said, as long as you're getting anywhere between 10 and 20 sets, good sets, with challenging weight, close to failure, then you're fine. So that's like a good range. Like just I pick my top 3 or 4 exercises and do 4 sets. And I superset a lot, which is like using, if I do triceps, then I'll do biceps right after, and then like that's 1 set. It's easier for me to do that because I'm trying to save time. But yeah, so in terms of sets, 10 to 20 sets per week, and that'll get you where you're going. Reps, that's the next one. Some people prescribe rep ranges. They go, no, hey, go to 15 reps, 12 reps, whatever. But what I've found out from listening to these guys is your reps are dependent on your weight, because when you pick your weight, you want to pick a weight that you can do more than 6, but less than 30. And if you hit 30 and go above, then you need to increase your weight. But that's what's going to give you the ideal hypertrophic stimulation. But yeah, that's what you want. So, and you want to go until failure. Now, failure is like, I can't do anymore, like whatever. And it's hard for newbies like me and probably you to determine what failure is. So what I've been using, and I don't know if it's good or not, but it works for me, and I've actually been seeing good results, is I go until the rep slows down, and it's not me slowing it down. The rep slows down, and like you start to not be able to get your perfect form. And then that means you're pretty close to failure. So when I hit that, I do like 1 or 2 more, and then that's all, pretty much all I can do. So I go until my form and my speed breaks down, and then I try to hit a couple more, and then I call it good, and then that's the end of that rep set. So yeah, also just remember that means you're controlling the eccentric and concentric movement. Eccentric is on the way down, concentric is on the way up, so you want to control that. You never want to drop it. Let gravity do the job. You need to control it the whole way, because you get a lot of muscle stimulus on the way down that you don't get on the way up. And you want to get your full range of motion. You don't want to, like there are people who think that length and partials are good. You can do those too. Like at the end, like do your first 10 reps really good. And then when you can't get full reps, just half-ass, like not half-ass, but like get as much of the reps as you can for the last couple. And if that works for you, good for you. Just don't hurt yourself. Don't go crazy with it. Said you want to at least be able to do 6 and no more than 30. Anything after 30 is basically cardio. And if you're trying to build muscle, cardio isn't really going to help you out there. So that's what weight ties into. You pick a comfortable weight for you that you can do 6, at least 6, and no more than 30. And then add 5 pounds, like as you go. It's the easiest way that I've found to progressively overload that. Frequency, you want to go as many times as it takes you to get 10 to 20 reps or sets per muscle group. So however you break it down, push pull legs, bro split, upper lower, anything like that. However you want to break it down, you need to get 10 to 20 reps per muscle group. So I've got a way that I do it, and I do it 4 days a week and 3 rest days, and that works really well for me. Well, not rest days, 2 rest days and 1 like heavy cardio day, which is today for me. And yeah, that's been working for me for weight loss and muscle gain. So I recommend that quite a bit. But yeah, just make sure you keep track of your reps. Like I put a little board up on my wall, and then like whenever I do a set, I put a hash mark, and then at the end of the week, I erase all the hash marks I got, and I count. And as long as I have more than 10, and like in between 10 and 20, sometimes I go over. That's fine. Some people think that you should split up your stuff even more than I do, and make sure that like you hit arms twice a week. Like so, do 2 and 2 instead of 4 all at once. If that works for you, do that too. There's no 100% way for everyone, so it's all a spectrum. So you do what you do, and it gives you the best results. Your rest time in between sets, go rest as long as you need to. It's usually about 2 to 3 minutes is what you need in between sets, depending on how hard the set is. Like if you have to time it out, that's a good goal. But go until you feel good again. Like just chill until you feel like you can go back there with about the equal intensity that you came in with. Don't skip your warm-ups. Do 2 or 3 warm-up sets at a lesser weight, building yourself up just to get the blood pumping, the body used to the movement. And then it'll go a lot better for you and prevent a lot of injury. Now, injuries are going to happen. If you get hurt, just take your time off. Don't, you got other muscles you can work. You're not going to probably injure all your muscles all at once. So I hope not anyway. So yeah, that's sets, reps, weight, and frequency. And then a couple extra tips thrown in there. These are just like beginners. As you get more advanced, you learn the nuances and you can add and stuff, but I'm still a beginner, so I can't even tell you what the nuances are. This is a guide for beginners from a beginner, and this is what's working for me. So I hope it works for you guys too. Like I said, I put on a bunch of weight. I don't know how much of it's muscle. I've never had my body fat measured or anything like that, but I know that I can see abs. So I'm like in the 15% range, but I started off at 400 pounds and like over 40. I was like morbidly obese. So I have a lot of extra skin too, so the abs don't always pop the way I want to. But I hit them abs. That's one of the muscle groups that I hit. That's the core. Progressively overload your abs. Don't skip them if you want. I mean, they're revealed in the kitchen, but they're made in the gym. So keep that up. And I hope this is helpful. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, hit me up and I will. I'm a small channel, so I can respond to literally everyone. So you guys have a great day. All right, peace.